concept in your class 10 syllabus, that is scattering of light. In this particular slide, we will be learning scattering of light and how light undergoes scattering when it enter into the atmospheric range, and what are the effects of scattering that will be discussed under this article. Now in the first figure, this is figure 1. This is figure 1. Check it up. In this figure, you have, this is sun, right? And this sun will be giving us light rays, and those that light, it is white light. This is white light, right? It is white light because sun will be giving us light in such a way it has all wavelengths embedded in it. So this is made up of all colors. It is white light. And when this sunlight enter into the vicinity of atmosphere, see, this is atmosphere. It is atmospheric range, and this is earth. This is earth. And earth is surrounded by atmosphere. And atmosphere consists of molecules. It consists of molecules. And there are different molecular layers even in the atmosphere. We have troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, different layers we have. And when this sunlight enter into our atmosphere at different layers, it interact with molecules. Okay, so this sunlight, when it enter into different layers, it interact with the molecules. And when it is interacting with the molecules, what actually happens is the molecule will absorb some part of radiation and it will emit some part of radiation. Okay, so because of that, we are able to see multiple, like we are able to see this white light is being absorbed by molecule, and that molecule after absorption, it goes to excited state, and when it is coming back to ground state, it releases energy, and that energy is being released in all directions, which is said to be as a scattering. It is called as scattering. Okay, so generally the wavelength, see, blue has particular wavelength, lambda for blue. Okay, blue has some wavelength, and this blue wavelength is exactly matching with atmosphere molecular size. It is matching with atmospheric molecular size. That is the reason why most of the blue wavelength is absorbed by the molecular composition of Earth's atmosphere, and that blue is being splitted into all directions once this molecule releases it. Okay, so this is one important thing where scattering occurs. That is the reason why sky appears as blue. And same thing even here also. This is one more figure. Concept is the same, but it is different representation. See, here is earth and we have atmosphere. When sunlight, see, it is all colors. This is white light, right? This is white light. Now white light enter into the atmosphere. When it is entering into the atmosphere, what is happening is the molecule, here is a molecule and here is a molecule. These molecules are absorbing the light rays, and these molecules absorb light rays and they release light even. So they have the ability of absorption and as well as releasing. So when they release, the light which they release is being in different directions. So that is the reason why, see, in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, in all directions, it is able to emit light energy. That is what called as scattering. It is called as scattering. What is meant by scattering? As I already told you, atoms or molecules which are exposed to light absorb light energy. They absorb light energy and emit some part of light. They emit some part of light. So they absorb light energy and they emit some part of the light energy in different directions. This is the basic process happens in scattering of light, which I have just now explained. The effect of light on a molecule or an atom depends on the size of atom, which I told you. Size of the atom or molecule. Okay. If size of the atom or molecule is small, it will be affected by higher frequency, and higher frequency, remember that it has lower wavelength. So the molecule which is of smaller size will be interacted with lower wavelength light and vice versa. Okay, therefore VIBGYOR, check it up. Red has greater wavelength and blue is comparatively less wavelength than that of red. Violet and indigo, they have very short wavelength. So therefore the atomic size or molecular size of atmosphere is comparable with the size of this blue wavelength. That is the reason why most of the atoms and molecules which are part of atmosphere, they absorb blue light and they release blue light in all possible directions. In all different directions they release blue light, and that is what said to be as scattering. Fine. Next, light of certain frequency falls on the atom or molecule. As I already told you, just it is once again explanation of scattering. So light of certain frequency falls on atom or molecule. This atom or molecule responds to light whenever the size of the atom or molecule is comparable to the wavelength of light, as I told you. If this condition is satisfied, atom absorbs light and vibrates. Due to these vibrations, the atom re-emits certain fraction of absorbed energy in all directions with different intensities. So the re-emitted light is called as a scattered light, and the process of re-emission of light in all directions with a different intensity is called as scattering of light. Okay, this is called as scattering of light. The atoms or molecules are called scattering centers. Okay, so if you are considering an angle theta between the incident light and direction in which the intensity of scattered light is observed, we call this angle as angle of scattering. It is experimentally observed that intensity of scattering light varies with angle of scattering. So intensity is variable with respect to angle of scattering. Intensity is maximum at 90 degrees angle of scattering. Okay, intensity of light is maximum at 90 degrees angle of scattering. Okay, so what is scattering angle? That I'll be showing you in the next slide. Let me explain what is mean by angle of scattering. For that, I am choosing one molecule over here, and that molecule, this is white light. This is white light. Okay, when white light is entering into this absorber, that means here it is a molecule. This molecule is absorbing the light ray, and after absorption, this molecule will be releasing the same wavelength of light in multiple directions, right? So one light ray is being in multiple directions. These light rays are being in different directions. It is emitting light rays. Okay, now check the angle between incident light ray and incident light ray is this is the incident light ray. Okay, and for this it is angle 90 degrees, and check it up. For this it is angle greater than 90, and for this it is parallel, and for this it is greater than 90, and for this it is 90. Okay, this is re-emitted light, this is re-emitted, and this is incident light. Okay, angle between the incident light and re-emitted light is said to be as angle of scattering, and the intensity of this re-emitted light, this I is denoted as intensity. Intensity depends on scattering angle. Intensity depends on scattering angle. So intensity of the light ray is maximum if scattering angle is 90 degrees. So that means intensity is maximum here because scattering angle is 90. And this also intensity is maximum here because scattering angle is 90. And in all other cases, scattering angle is not equal to 90. It is slightly greater than or less than. So therefore, you will be having different intensities observed in all other cases. Intensity is maximum only for 90 degrees. Remember that. So generally it will be 90 or even greater than 90 degrees. Most probably it will not be, it may not be that much less than 90 degrees. And I'm not telling you for sure, even scattering angle can be less than 90 degrees also. But intensity is maximum only for scattering angle 90 degrees. That is what you should remember. Now let us see what is mean by Rayleigh scattering and Raman scattering. There are two different types of scatterings. Before that, once again, I want to let you know why sky is blue. And clearly you should understand that the blue color of sky is due to Rayleigh scattering. What is it called? Rayleigh scattering. Rayleigh scattering. Blue sky, as light moves through the atmosphere, most of the longer wavelengths pass straight through. Little of red, orange and yellow light is affected by the air. Okay, so longer wavelength. See, we have this as V, I, B, G, Y, O, R. Red is longer wavelength. This is longer wavelength. Red has greater wavelength. Violet has less wavelength. This has less wavelength. Less wavelength means they could not travel longer distances. Their frequency is greater. They have high energy, but they could not travel more large distance. So red as it has greater wavelength, it can travel longer distance. That is the reason why red travel directly into the eye of the observer. Red, orange, yellow, these all are longer wavelength lights. Therefore, they pass without any deviation. And this wavelength is not matching with the size of the atmospheric molecules. Okay. And however, much of the shorter wavelength of light is absorbed by the gas molecules. So shorter wavelength lights, these wavelengths generally absorbed. The absorbed blue light is then radiated in different directions. It gets scattered all around the sky. Whichever direction we look, some of this scattered blue light reaches to us. Since we see the blue light from everywhere overhead, the sky appears as blue. Okay, so it means that this is a molecule. When light, it is white light. This molecule absorbs white light, out of which blue is matching wavelength for its size. As a result, it absorbs mostly blue light and it emits blue light in all directions. So a person who is standing here, he is able to see blue. A person who is standing here, he is able to see blue. A person who is standing here, he is able to see blue. Like that, any person can be anywhere, as blue light is being scattered in all possible directions by almost all molecules. That is the reason why sky appears as blue. Remember that Rayleigh scattering, blue light, formation of appearing of blue light is because of Rayleigh scattering. And in Rayleigh scattering, it should be noted that whatever the light is absorbed by the molecules, same light is emitted by that molecules. If it is absorbing red light, then definitely it will be releasing the same wavelength red. If it is absorbing blue light, then definitely it should be releasing the same blue light. So as the size of the molecules in the atmosphere, it is comparable with the blue wavelength. That is the reason why all blue light is absorbed by the surrounding molecules, and it emits blue in all possible directions, and that is called as Rayleigh scattering. Rayleigh scattering is different, Raman scattering is different. Appearing of sky blue is due to Rayleigh scattering.